Welcome to another episode of Hashtag Valentine Wali Cookies. I know I haven't been posting for many days now, but the people who see my posts, who see my stories, they kind of know the reason why I haven't been posting. But that is for another video. This is not for the podcast that I am recording. This is the hashtag Valentine Wali Cookies, a cookie with a different kind of a flavor, a cookie with the ingredients that I literally had to gather a lot of confidence, to put out like this. And I tried to make it as relatable as possible. So, without wasting any more time, get to it. That thing has always troubled everyone, be it men, women, kids, grown-ups, or even plants and gods. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. If not, I will not tell you to play any guessing games. I am talking about periods. You should not talk about it in front of men or anyone. You should not talk about it to anyone, and if you really need to, then you should only talk about it to women, and that too in the lowest of the voice pitch. Shh. You should not touch pickles, tulsi plant. You should not go to temples. I'm sure we all must have heard these things from our mothers when we got our periods. Like girls, every girl is conditioned to believe and follow these restrictions. Shivangi was no different. Poor thing. She got her period when she was about to begin her school in the 6th standard. Luckily, she was at home at that time, and for 4 years, she believed everything her mother told her about periods. Every month, a few days before her periods and 2-3 days after getting periods were especially miserable. And she could not stop crying, complaining, cribbing and cursing her condition. Why don't boys get periods? I hate it when I see the other boys of my school playing and eating whatever they feel like. I hate that wet feeling every 2-3 hours. She would cry like hell, and her mother used to hush her down so that family members don't get to know that she has got her periods. Now, she is in the 10th standard. A big girl. She has just come home from school and rushed straight to the bedroom. Her mother went to check on her thinking she might need some help. चल, अब रोना नहीं, होता है ये तो, चेंज कर ले, मैं कुछ खाने को लाती हूँ. तेरी फेवरेट सब्जी बनाई है और अभी खाई भी जाएगी ऐसे टाइम में. शिवी, ओहो, ज्यादा दर्द हो रहा है क्या? अरे कुछ बोल तो सही. अच्छा, गर्म पानी की बोतल ला रही हूँ. नो फाइन, आई एम फाइन. पक्का? हाँ पक्का. चल ठीक है, बहादुर बच्चा मेरा. चल खाना ला रही हूँ, फिर सो जाना थोड़ी देर. And there was Shivangi, scribbling on paper. No, she's writing a letter. Let's see what she's writing. Dear Shivi, today you have got your periods. Today? Oh, she is writing a letter to her younger self. That's interesting. Let's read further. Dear Shivi, today you have got your periods. I know you must be shocked seeing blood on your panty, and it must be so painful to go through with this pain. I know it was a time when you had questions. Why men don't get periods? Why girls get periods? Why is it painful? And then mom's instructions. Why so many restrictions? What will happen if I will go to the temple? If I touch the pickle or the tulsi plant? So many whys. All of these are valid questions, but you won't get answers until you grow up. There are chapters on reproduction in science books, but while you will be taught about reproduction in plants and amoeba, etc., the whole section on human reproduction will be left out. You will be made to cut it. Without knowing what it is, you will cut that portion with much joy. After all, the portion cut means less things to learn and remember, right? But don't worry. While you will get some answers to the questions at the time when you will be taught about human reproduction in school, you will have to find some answers yourself over the time. However, these questions like what will happen if I enter the temple, if I touch the pickle or the tulsi plant, will continue to haunt you until you take it on yourself to find answers to these. Over the time, you will learn to question these superstitions and also manage to anger your mom with some logical questions you will have. But trust me, you will be fine. I am telling you with experience. I'm older than you, so I have more experience than you, right? Love, Shivi. Interesting. But you know what's more interesting? Although Shivangi has grown up, she hasn't stopped writing letters. Let's look at the next letter she wrote at the age of 35. But this letter was not to her younger self. This was the time when her own daughter is close to puberty. Dear Aditi, you will see a time when talking about periods in front of men will be normalized. Periods is a natural process that women go through thanks to God Indra. Oh yes, you will also know the mythological reason for us getting periods, and you will gradually learn to question the sick mentality of men who laugh at women and ridicule them if they see a stain on their pants, or if men see them sitting and not taking part any physical activity in the school. Trust me, you will be fine. Perhaps one day you will also pose with a sanitary napkin alongside your father for the social media challenges and get happy. You will know that sanitary napkins were invented by a man. But remember, try and protect the environment by using a menstrual cup or reusable pads rather than normal pads. Maybe women were not meant to talk about periods. That's why a company manufacturing pads is called as Whisper. You have to whisper about it, not talk about it. But never ever let all of this bring down your self-confidence. You may want to look at periods differently maybe. You can perhaps say that you have stomach cramps and hence you can't do much work. A perfect reason for taking at least a day off from school, and mom is also not going to make you work at all. Maybe periods is also an indication that you should at least learn about sex education at some point. Actually, why at some point? Why not now? At least we can start talking about it. Trust your mom and talk to her about it. You will never see her angry for you talking about sex education. Generally, girls are spoken to about these things when they are getting married. I don't expect you to think that you are so lucky that you can bear a child. That's a decision that you have to make. Please know that even if you have got periods, it doesn't mean you have to bear children. You don't have to do it if you're not ready for it. But you can befriend periods and think that it's just a few days that you have to bear the pain. Keep this in mind and relax. Do some deep breathing. Deep breathing is good for health in any case. And yes, hot water bottles, medicines can always help easing that pain. Plus, since you have had periods the previous week and because you could not eat anything of your choice because of the pain, you can relish your favorite food after the periods are over. So, just befriend your periods. There's absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Well, I could not do anything about it, except for learning to live with it for a few days every month. Lots of love, your mom. Interesting letters, isn't it? I think moms should actually talk to their daughters about many things written in these letters and break the taboo. What do you think? I think taboo breaking is very, very important. I mean, it is important that what we are teaching our kids, the next generation, isn't it? It is time that we break the taboo around periods. You cannot do this, you cannot do that, blah, blah, blah. I think it's time that we also teach the young boys, the sons, the nephews, I mean whatever relation you might have with the boys at your place, that they should not ridicule the girls if they see a stain. This makes me remember an incident, I read about a few days ago on Instagram only, that a girl was traveling by the bus. She did not know that she has a stain on her pant, and a younger boy who was standing like maybe behind her, he said in her ear, "दीदी आपके पैंट पर स्टेन लगा है, आप घबराओ मत, मेरा ये स्वेटर बांध लो." I think it tells a lot about what mothers are teaching their sons also, isn't it? Anyways guys, I leave it at that, especially the new moms out there. I insist, in fact I encourage you to talk to your daughters about sex education at the correct time. And actually, what is the correct time to talk about sex education also depends on how you see it, Like when I was 18, I was doing my graduation, and it's a funny incident, that I had joined the WSDC, Women Development Studies and Cell, something like that. So there was this thing going on that we will have a talk on sex education. I was like, okay, fine. What is it about sex education? And trust me, when I started reading about it, I realized that I do not know so much, And then there was another thing, that the professors were against it, and this talk was cancelled. And one girl actually questioned the professor that, "Ma'am, अगर हम अभी नहीं सीखेंगे तो कब सीखेंगे? जब आपकी उम्र के हो जाएंगे?" And I did not know where to go. I was literally like searching for a place to step aside from her, so that the professor does not mistake me that I am with her. Anyways, so I hope I was able to at least touch upon some things that the new moms would want to talk to their daughters about, and I hope they also make an effort to talk to their sons about it. And before I sign off, I would like to mention that I read certain articles on She the People TV and feminism in India, and this cookie was inspired after reading those posts and articles. They were not all related to periods and sanitary napkins, but the content that I came across on these 2 pages, it propelled me to think, and that's how this cookie took shape. And right now it is 11:20 when I am signing off, so you can think, like today I completed it like around at 10:05 or something, and now it is 11:20. So you will get to see this cookie a little late. I hope you like it. Stay tuned for the next episode, guys. Bye. Mwah.